to RightOn, the game show where mistakes are okay and sometimes you gotta be wrong to be right. I'm your host, Camilla. I'm a sophomore at George Washington University, majoring in public health. I'm excited to be back as your host this evening. Our announcer, Frank, has created a video that explains how our game works. Let's take a look.
As a reminder for our new viewers out there, before the show, each of our contestants received the same questions. They figured out the correct answers and then were challenged to come up with new trick answers. Those trick answers were then combined randomly with the correct answers to create voting slides. Your job as an audience is to try to pick up the correct answer and not be fooled by our contestants' trick answers. The more the contestants' answers trick the audience, the more points they get. For everyone at home, if you haven't already logged into our voting platform, please do so now with the code at the bottom of your screen.
Thank you, Frank. And now let's meet our contestants for today. First, we have the energetic Erica. Next, the dynamic Daniel. And last but not least, the marvelous Melanie. Today, all of our contestants are alums of Camp Phoenix. Camp Phoenix is an Oakland-based nonprofit whose mission is to close the summer learning gap and provide access to outdoor education and experiences, including activities that make math, science, and reading more fun. Check them out at campphoenix.org. You can also find the link in our video description for today. So seeing as RightOn is a game show about fun facts, I love to hear 2 fun facts about each of you. Let's start with Erica. Please tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, my name is Erica. A fun fact about me is that I have like 6 dogs. Also, a hobby of mine is I like to watch anime. So, yeah.
That's great, Erica. Welcome to the show. Now let's head over to Daniel. How are things going on your end? And please share a couple fun facts about yourself too.
Daniel, I'm great. I'm excited. 2 fun facts about me is that I was part of the founding campers there at Camp Phoenix. So I was the first ever kids on that campus for that camp organization. And I also studied abroad in Thailand for 3 months my sophomore year.
Wow, that's really cool. Nice to have you with us today, Daniel. And last but not least, Melanie. Please tell us a little about yourself.
Hello. My name is Melanie. One fun fact about me is one of my hobbies is songwriting, and then the other is that I'm a triplet. So I actually have 2 brothers that are the same age as me.
Cool. Thanks so much, Melanie. Well, I think we're all ready to dive into today's game. As usual, there are 5 rounds with 1 question in each. So, all right, let's play RightOn. Here's our first question. Inspired by the past trips to Disneyland, what did Californian Sean LaRochelle build a replica of in his backyard this summer? Is it Goofy's Playhouse, Cinderella's Castle, Tarzan's Treehouse, or Matterhorn roller coaster? While we give everyone at home 30 seconds to vote, we're going to play a quick bonus game. The contestants will try to guess what % of the audience will guess the correct answer. The contestant who guesses the closest number will get a bonus of 20 points. Okay, audience, we'll start the 30-second countdown, and contestants, you can start tossing out your guesses. First come, first serve. Good luck, everybody. Go.
15.
18.
Okay, I heard 15, 18, 13 from Erica. Okay, and our audience voting is also now complete. While we wait for the voting results and see who gets the bonus points, let's get to know a bit more about our contestants. Our first question today was about Disneyland, and I'm curious to hear about everyone's favorite amusement parks and rides growing up. I know I really love the water log ride, Splash Mountain, and I love to hear more from each of you. So I will start off with Erica. What was your favorite ride?
I think mine would be the same thing too. I don't really remember much about Disneyland, but I feel like that was one of the key like rides that actually like I remember the most about and that like actually was really fun.
How about you, Melanie?
I went to Disneyland when I was a really little kid, and I remember Space Mountain. I actually don't know if that's what it's called, but it was really fun for me because I was really tiny and it was going really fast. So it's like my face, the skin was peeling back off my face, and that's what I remember most from the whole trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Space Mountain is also a good one. How about you, Daniel?
So Disneyland wise, it's been a while since I've been there. But amusement park wise, I love Medusa on Six Flags. It's kind of infamous for being just like the really big roller coaster that you see every time you drive into the parking lot. So it's always been such a fun roller coaster for me.
Yeah, I agree. Halloween just passed, and every Halloween, my uncle and I would always take a trip down to LA and go to Knoxbury Farm. They have a whole scary Halloween festival, which was really, really cool. But it looks like the audience votes are in. So let's see how everyone voted. So first, we have Goofy's Playhouse with 0%, Matterhorn Roller Coaster with 20%, Cinderella Castle with 40%, and last but not least, we have Tarzan's Treehouse with 40%. So the correct answer is the Matterhorn Roller Coaster. I always like that one as well as Space Mountain. So the 20 points. So 20% of the audience voted for the correct answer. And it looks like Daniel, who guessed 19%, came to the closest. Nice job. You get a bonus of 20 points for this round. So now let's see which contestant came up with each trick answer and how many points you all get. So we have Daniel with Goofy's Playhouse, Erica, Cinderella's Castle, Melanie with Tarzan's Treehouse. Great job, everyone. Great job, Melanie and Erica. And of course, Daniel. So now let's take a look at our second question. When you buy things online, what kind of numbers are used to create encrypted keys that create credit card transactions secure? Prime, discrete, cryptic, or RNG? We've got another 30 seconds on the clock for you, audience, so best of luck. So, like everyone watching at home, most of us have made purchases online, right? Well, question 2 is about shopping, and next Friday is Black Friday, one of the biggest shopping days of the year. I'm actually a big shopper, and I'm kind of relieved that I won't have to be waiting in long lines because I'll be searching deals online. So, how about you, contestants? Any deals that you might be keeping an eye for? Where should I go get the best deals? Whether it's from sneakers, PS5, games, anything. Or what are you guys going to buy? during Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
Yeah, I don't really do Black Friday because it like scares me. Like no one's really doing it for real this time because Corona. But I think there's like a Black Friday sale for my graduation gown, so there's that.
Wow, that's really cool. I wish I had a Black Friday sale for my graduation gown. How about you, Daniel?
I mean, what I usually do is just buy clothes. So I'm gonna be looking for deals on like American Eagle. Sometimes I buy Hollister. You know, obviously brands like Nike. You know, a lot of sportswear too. So that's mainly what I'm gonna be looking for.
Yeah, same. I think I'm most definitely going to be looking for shoe deals and things like that. And last but not least, what about you, Erica?
I might not buy anything, but if I do, I think I might just buy like clothes also, but for like Christmas stuff or stuff I might buy for other people. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to get some Christmas gifts for my family and friends. So we're slacking on that, but you know, Black Friday is just around the corner, so it's going to be most definitely helpful. It looks like our results are just now in, so let's take a look. So Prime received 0%, 14% was for discrete. Krypton received 29%, and RNG, which stands for random number generator, received 57%. And of course, that's Prime, as in Amazon Prime. Same word, but of course, with a different meaning. Now let's see who came up with what and how many points you'll each get. So Melanie received 14 points. Daniel received 29 points. And Erica received 57 points. Good job, Erica. It looks like your trick answer got the most votes. Let's see the short video on how you came up with it.
I thought that RNG probably made a lot of sense in that situation because RNG is used in a lot of video games, coding, and computer science. And I thought it probably made a lot of sense because if you're trying to keep transactions secured and information safe, I thought that RNG probably would make sense because it's randomized numbers.
Our round 2 leaderboard is now up, and it looks like we have Erica in the lead with 97 points. Okay, on to the next question we go. Here's question 3. The production of what man-made material, the second most consumed resource on Earth, was a source of approximately 8% of carbon dioxide emissions in 2018? Is it glass, concrete, plastic, or steel? And before we go to the countdown timer, I'm going to give you a quick hint. Water is the number 1 most consumed resource on our planet. All right, everyone at home, I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to make your pick. Good luck. Question 3 is a special one. It's a right on target question, meaning that each contestant has a chance to guess which of the 3 trick answers they think will be the trickiest and get the most votes. You can wager up to the total number of points you've accumulated so far, and if you guess correctly, your score will increase by that number of points. But be careful. If you guess incorrectly, your score will go down by that number of points. While everyone at home was voting, our contestants locked in what trick answer they choose. So let's see what everyone decided, starting with Erica.
I decided to go with plastic. Yeah.
What made you so confident in your original trick answer?
I feel like it kind of makes sense because like a lot of like the like plastic is like what makes a lot of like it's a big cause of like global warming, to be honest. And I feel like it makes sense. So yeah.
Great. Now let's move on to Daniel.
I did the same thing. I chose plastic for 10 points.
What made you so confident in your answer?
Feel like picking plastic because it just seems like something that the audience would guess. Figure that's what they guess the most on, so wanted to pick the safe bet, you know.
And how about you, Melanie?
Yeah, same reason as everyone else. I picked plastic because it's like, I feel like when people talk about CO2 emissions, it's always like, don't throw away your straws or whatever. So I felt like plastic was one people would gravitate towards.
All right, so let's see the results. So 0% for concrete, 17% voted for glass, 17% also voted for steel, and 67% voted for plastic. It turns out that concrete is the correct answer for this question because cement, one of the key ingredients, has a large carbon footprint. Producing it requires massive clint, which require large amounts of energy. And the chemical process of making cement also emits a lot of carbon dioxide. So let's see who came up with which trick answers and the points for each. Daniel received 17 points with glass. Melanie also received 17 points with her answer of steel. And last but not least, Erica received 67 points with plastic. Okay, now let's give you all some additional points, hopefully positive ones, for your right on target wagers. Remember, the trickiest trick answer for this round was plastic. Erica, you thought plastic would be the trickiest and wagered 10 points. You guessed correctly and your score goes up by 10 points. Daniel, you also thought plastic was the trickiest and bet 10 points. You two guessed correctly and your score goes up by 10 points. And last but not least, Melanie, you guessed the same and your points goes up by 10 points. So now let's look at the current standings. After 3 rounds, we have Daniel in 3rd place, Melanie in 2nd place, and Erica in 1st place. We've got a close game. So now let's look for question 4. This question is about the idea of paying it forward. So here we go. On day 1, you help 3 people. On day 2, each of the 3 people you help go on to help 3 other people. The pattern continues day after day. What is the total number of people who would have received help at the end of the 2 weeks? Excuse me. Is it 42, 174,452, 4,782,969, or 7,174,452? All right, viewers at home, you've got 30 seconds as usual. Good luck. again. Voting on question 4 has now been locked, and I'm really interested to see how everyone voted. While we wait for the results to be calculated, let's first check out a video where one of our live stream team members, Ram, explains one possible solution for question 4.
Hey everyone! On day 1, you help 3 people. On day 2, each of the 3 people you helped go on to help 3 other people. The pattern continues day after day. What is the total number of people who would have received help at the end of the 2 weeks? On the first day, you helped 3 people, so a total of 3 people are helped. On the second day, those 3 people each help 3 other people, so 3 times 3, or 9 people are helped. 9 is equal to 3 to the second power. On the third day, each of the 9 people helped on day 2 help 3 other people, so a total of 27 people are helped. 27 is equal to 3 raised to the third power. This pattern continues, where on any particular day, the number of people receiving help is simply 3 to the power of d, where d equals 1 for the first day, 2 for the second day, etc. We can represent the total number of people helped across all 14 days by the variable p. P would be equal to 3 to the first people helped on day 1, 3 to the second people helped on day 2, 3 to the third people helped on day 3, and so on, all the way up to 3 to the 14th power helped on the final day. Rather than adding up all of these numbers one by one, which could take a very long time as well as be error-prone, let's find a shortcut. You might recall from our Pilot 3 show, in the wheat and chessboard problem, the amount of wheat on each square was 2 times that of the previous square. So the base, or the number we're raising to a power, was 2. And because the base of all of the numbers was 2, it was easy to modify our equation by multiplying it by 2. Here, however, the base is 3, since the number of people being helped on any given day is 3 times the number of the previous day. If we were to multiply our equation by 2, for the first term we would get 2 multiplied by 3 to the first power. However, we cannot simplify that expression further. Since their bases are different, their exponents cannot be added. So instead of multiplying the equation by 2, let's multiply it by 3, which can also be written as 3 to the first power. Here, the first term is 3 to the first power times 3 to the first power. Since their bases are the same, we can use the product rule for exponents and add their powers. 1 plus 1 is 2, so the first term simplifies to 3 to the second power. This continues for the rest of the terms in our equation, and 3p is thus equal to 3 to the second power plus 3 to the third power plus 3 to the fourth power, all the way up to 3 to the 15th power. We can see that all but the first term and the last term line up. To get rid of those middle terms, we can simply subtract the first equation from the second equation, and we get 2p being equal to 3 to the 15th power minus 3 to the first power. To isolate p, we divide both sides by 2, and then using a calculator, we can see that p is equal to 7,174,452 total people helped over the course of the 2 weeks. That's more than the population of LA and Chicago combined. And we're done.
And now you know more about the power of exponents. Our results are now in, so let's take a look. So 11% of the audience voted for 7,100,000. Oh, okay. 22% of the audience voted for option A. 22% of the audience also voted for option C. And 44% of the audience voted for option B. As you might recall, our contestants had to first figure option D was the correct answer. As you might recall, our contestants had to first figure out the correct answer before coming up with their trick answers, which often are ones they thought were right on the way to finding the actual correct answer. Now let's see how everyone's answer did. Erica received 22 points. Melanie received 22 points as well. And Daniel received 44 points. Nice trick answer, Daniel. It looks like yours got the most votes. So let's see a quick video about how you came up with it.
So, my answer for question 4, pretty much got the right answer. Took out the first digit to bring it from a millions number to 100,000. If people didn't know the correct answer, they'd think a million's too big. So, number 100,000 seems like a correct answer.
When I was going through to answer the question, the way I saw it in my head was like a net of people. So day 1, it would be 3 people that were helped. And then day 2, those 3 people will help another 3. So that's a total of 9, etc. So I imagined like exponents of on day 1, like 3 to the power of 1 is 3. On day 2, 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. And what I thought at first was that the total number of people that were helped would be the number of people at the bottom of the net. And that would be 3 to the power of 14 because there's 14 days and 2 weeks. So I thought at first that that was the answer. And then I thought about it more and I realized that the real answer would count everybody on the net, not just the bottom line of it. But I thought maybe I could trick people with the answer though, because if someone just plugged in 3 to the power of 14 because they had the same thought as I did, they would get it wrong.
That was some great explanations of some trick answers, don't you guys think? Great. Okay, looks like your leaderboard for this round is up, so let's take a look. After 4 rounds, it looks like Erica's in the lead, but it's definitely still anyone's game, especially because our final question is also a right on target question. With that in mind, let's take a look at question 5. By the way, did you all know that in the UK, what we call elevators here in the US, they call lifts? I've got a similar question, but related to the environment and recycling. Infinitely recyclable and highly durable, nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still in use today. What is the word for aluminum in the UK? Is it aluminium with 3 I's, aluminium ending in EUM, aluminium ending in IUM, or aluminum as we pronounce it here in the States? That was one big tongue twister. And just like that, it's the final countdown. Everyone at home, you know what to do. See you in half a minute. Question 5 is our final one for today. It's a right on target question, meaning that each contestant has a chance to guess which of the 3 trick answers they think will get the most votes. Okay, Erica, Daniel, and Melanie, you can each wager up to the total number of points you've gotten so far, and if you guess correctly, your score will increase by that number of points. But be careful, if you guess incorrectly, your score will go down by that number of points. And being the final round, there's a lot of points on the table to wager. So let's see what everyone decided. This time, starting with Melanie, who's currently in, I believe, 2nd place.
I think I'm in 3rd place right now.
3rd place.
I wagered 10 points for B.
How confident are you in your decision?
I'm pretty confident, you know. I think people will pick that one. I think I will get 10 points from doing this.
Okay, great. Now let's move on to Daniel.
So I'm going big. I'm going home. So I picked a B for 60
What led
points.
you to take up this gamble? Like, share us your thought process with us.
Um, so I'm down. So I'm in second place right now, and I'm down by like between 60 to 80 points. So I figured I might as well go big to take that leap to first place. At the end of the day, win or lose, still had fun. So if I get to get first place, it's cool. If I'm in third place, it's the same
And
thing.
how about you,
Had fun today,
Erica,
so.
who's currently in first place?
I also wagered 10 points for B because I don't know, I feel like people would like pick that one. I don't know, it seems more like something people would like lean towards too.
Okay, great. We have our contestants' decisions locked in. So let's take a look. So option C received 22 for 22 for option C, 22 for also option D, 22 for option A, and 33 for option B. And the correct answer is aluminium with 2 I's and an IUM at the end. We spell it one fewer I's here in the US, but the UK and the international standards have 2. What other quick fun fact? Aluminium has a atomic number of 13, one of my lucky numbers. Now let's see what trick answers everyone came up with and the number of points you each earned. Melanie received 22 points. Erica received 22 points. And Daniel received 33 points. Nice job, everyone. Finally, let's give you all additional points based on your right on target wagers. Remember, the trickiest trick answer for this round was option C. So, Erica, you thought option D would be the trickiest and wagered up 10 points. You guessed incorrectly and your score goes down by 10 points. Daniel, you thought option B would be the trickiest and bet 60 points. You guessed correctly and your score goes up by 60 points. And Melanie, you thought option A would be the trickiest and wagered up 10 points. You guessed incorrectly and your score goes down by 10 points.
Wait, I think Erica and I picked B.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I think Erica and I picked B.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then you guys both picked B, and your points will go up by 10 points. But wow, we really had a lot of great trick answers today. 2. Some of these might have been based on mistakes that were made along the way to finding the correct answers. Well, when you're learning new things, mistakes are actually opportunities to take your learning to the next level. Anyone who's ever gotten a question wrong can play RightOn. So that means you, and you, everyone can play RightOn. And as we saw, RightOn, us too, we make mistakes as well. Okay. So it looks like the final results are in for today's show. Is everyone excited? Really? Okay. So it looks like for today, in third place, we have a total of 135 points, with Melanie in third place. Next, we have 213 points. We have Daniel in second place. And that means our top scorer for today is Erica with 228 points. Congratulations, Erica. You are today's winner. Now let me tell you what you have won. We've got 2 terrific prizes for you. First, a $25 gift card to buy snacks and supplies of your choice. And second, a pay it forward price, a $25 Donors Choose gift card for any teacher you choose. And they can get any supplies of their choice too. Thank you to all of you teachers out there. Congratulations, Erica, again, and great job, everyone. I like to give a final shout out to all of you viewers at home, students, teachers, and game show fans of all ages. We go live every Friday, and our next show will be on December 4th. If you'd like to be a future contestant, please apply at the bottom of your screen. So this is Camilla signing off for now and wishing you all a great weekend and a happy Thanksgiving ahead. May the turkey be juicy and may the laughter be plentiful. I look forward to seeing you all again right here on RightOn. Until next time.